and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Faking the handoff. Howell.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
That is incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Howell's for this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Here's Howell.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Williams. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pass incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And the Rams at 3-6 now in the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Stafford on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 there on the screen. That'll set up a 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
From the 50, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, second down. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Back to throw, Howell.
And he is out of bounds here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Stafford here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now Howell. He finds Smith and Jigba. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. First down, Howell to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. Touchdown.
Kyron Williams.
81 yards.
And the Rams get a bit closer.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they wouldn't.
And now the rookie's free.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Powell.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Powell from the gun.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Stanford. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a first down throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They'll go play action. Howell
going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the 50, it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back to throw, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Stafford looks to throw again. He's got it.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Kyron Williams
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10, Howell. Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's Howell with another throw. He finds Smith and Jigba.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
1st down, Howell to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's
go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Back to throw, Howell.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now they go play action with Howell. Going right back to Fant.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Howell down to throw it.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Howell throwing on first down here. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep them from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Stafford on first down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Stafford going to change it up here. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Stafford sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.